again. So I had a few of our teachers ask me about quiet signals and some classroom management things as we're kind of exploring moving into our two classrooms. One of them is quiet signals. So if you've been in the classroom with me, you've probably heard me do them. If you have been in a classroom before, you probably have experience with them. You're welcome to do the ones I share here, or if you know of other ones that you want to try as well, you are more than welcome to try whatever works for you. Three quiet signals that work really well with this group are to say, 1, 2, 3, all eyes on me, and they'll repeat back to you. 1, 2, eyes on you. And they're supposed to get quiet and put their eyes on the teacher. So 1, 2, 3, all eyes on me. 1, 2, eyes on you is what they'll repeat back. Another quiet signal is kind of silly, but I say bump, bada bump, bump, and the kids say bump, bump. So that is another kind of silly quiet signal, but it seems to work for them. And then one of the simplest is you can just say, give me 5, which means to put their hands, 5 fingers up in the air and to put their attention on the adult that is speaking. The biggest thing I can recommend with quiet signals is consistency with them and repeating. You will always, the first time, always have a couple of kids that will continue to talk or continue to do what they are focused on. And so you just say, okay, not everyone heard me that time. Let's try it again and do it 1 or 2 more times. Don't be afraid to move slowly. If it means that you don't get to everything in the lesson, that is okay. We're just trying to lay the groundwork right now for these kids to know how to work together and how to listen to the teachers that are working with them and to really get to know us as we get to know them. So feel free to move slowly, do those quiet signals so that they understand they need to listen when you are trying to tell them something important. Another thing that actually came from the boss was they had an idea to do with the 3rd through 5th graders, and I think it would actually work really well in both classrooms, but especially those older kids, and that is learning to self-monitor their behavior. We're working on listening skills. So one of the things that Susan had shared with me was that they were working on an activity, and she said, how are you doing with your listening skills? If you could rate yourself. And so if you give them a scale of 1 to 5, you could even remind them, like, what does a 1 look like? What does a 5 look like? 5 being that I'm looking at the person, my body is still, I'm listening, I'm not making any noises. A 1 being that I'm looking at something different, I'm making noises, I'm distracting a friend. And so they can rate themselves so that they know if they need to improve or if they're already doing a great job. And so that is a great way to pause the lesson if you see there are multiple kids that are struggling with being a good listener. And it could be used for things other than just listening skills. It could be being respectful with your body, trying your hardest. All of those different things would work with self-monitoring. And that is especially great as they get older, so that it's not about the teacher telling them that they're misbehaving or not listening, but that they're recognizing that they're doing a great job or that they need some improvement. So for quiet signals and self-monitoring, those are 2 great things. And just remember, don't feel the need to race through these things. Go slow, take your time, and not everyone is going to do things exactly the same way. I want you to feel comfortable in here. I want the kids to get to know you guys as teachers, and not all of us are supposed to look exactly the same in front of the classroom. As they get to know us and our personalities, they're going to kind of know our style for working with them and being in the classroom. And that's what's going to make the relationship special with each and every one of you with these kids. So I am so thankful that you are here. I'm thankful that you are giving your time and your talents to working with these kids. They're so, so, so lucky to have you guys here working with them. And I'm excited to see the things that are to come. So thank you.